Durga, this is our first demo. Today we are going to start Tableau batch, as you know. So before starting, let me introduce about myself. I'm Divya. I have about 8+ years of experience into data analytics. Currently, I'm working as a senior data analyst in one of the MNCs in Hyderabad itself. I have experience in teaching all the data science subjects like SQL, Tableau, Power BI, statistics, Python, and machine learning. So, well, Durga I'm teaching MySQL and Tableau, right? So today only we are going to start Tableau.
Ma'am,
Hmm?
hello.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, I want to learn how I will connect SQL with Tableau.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will deal with that. We will, obviously, to create any Tableau graphs, we need to first connect with any of the database. So we will learn about here in our course, we will learn SQL Server as a tool. Okay.
Ma'am,
Basics
ये
of
SQL की workbench और Postgre
SQL Server workbench will work.
workbench.
Yeah, that is an application actually. Can you able to see my screen?
Ma'am, I want to learn Postgre.
Postgre, no, we are not working with Postgre actually. We in either, in this Tableau, we will learn about SQL Server, or else separately I'm taking MySQL batch. But again, all these three, MySQL, SQL Server, Postgre, all the syntaxes would be same. There is very slight differences for procedures concept, but remaining all the concept sequences the syntaxes will be same.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
But again, it's up to you. And here only I'm saying we are dealing with SQL Server tool, not Postgre. Okay.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is our SQL Server thing. So some basics of SQL we will cover. Along with that, we will see how we are going to connect SQL Server to the Tableau, and we will learn all the Tableau concepts.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So yeah, this is our SQL Server Management Studio.
I have uploaded, ma'am.
Okay. So yeah, as you know, our course duration is of 40 days. And
Ma'am, 40 days very enough day.
yeah, enough. Obviously, 40 days, 40 sessions I'll take. Like maybe if I don't take classes on weekends from Monday to Friday, like that we will count and we will take 40 sessions to complete the entire course.
Ma'am, what will be time?
The same timing, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. IST.
No, ma'am, I don't have this time.
Currently I'm available at this time only. We already started 8 p.m. batch 15 days ago for Tableau. It is going on already. Now only this slot is available. If you are interested in this time slot only, we can do with that.
Ma'am, I will admit in next batch year 8 to 9 p.m.
Next batch in the sense already we are just going on with that. We are done with 40%. Next batch, yeah. After this, after the completion of batch, next we will start. Maybe we'll start at 8 p.m.
या मैम आई विल ज्वाइन ऑन 8 पीएम मैम 8
Okay.
पीएम वाले बैच में मेरे को ज्वाइन करना है
Okay. It's okay. It's up to you because it should be,
मैम दिस टाइम इज
the
फॉर माय
timing.
मशीन लर्निंग टाइम
Okay, okay. So that's okay. Anyways, we will change the timings all the time. So maybe 6 p.m. is the 6 p.m. timing is okay for you?
या मैम या
Okay, maximum we will keep for 8 p.m. only. Going forward, once we are done with this batch, maybe it will take more 20 days to finish the current batch. After that, we will start one more batch at the same 8 p.m. So you can plan at
मैम
that.
6 पीएम इज गुड फॉर मी
6 p.m. currently we are taking MySQL batch actually. So I'm not sure whether the completion of this batch is at what time we will take, whether
प्लीज
6
मैम
p.m. or 8 p.m.
प्लीज मैम मैनेज माय टाइम
So that is, it's not like that, right? According to my schedule and according to all the students, we will discuss and we need to start the batches. Currently, I'm taking 6 p.m. I'm taking MySQL at 6 p.m. 8 p.m. Already one batch is started for Tableau. Currently, we are just started today only at 7 p.m. So the next batch, when it will be like it, maybe it can be 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. accordingly. So just check with the database whenever the next batch will start accordingly. If it is suitable, you can just join in that particular batch.
ओके मैम
Yeah. So as this timing is not suitable for you, right? So do you want to listen the demo class today?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, sure. All right. So as I'm seeing, the duration is of 40 days. Okay. And this is a Tableau course content. Okay. First, let's see one's course content also. But before the course content, let me give you some basic understanding of what is Tableau today. Okay. So before that, so are you learning the complete data science courses?
Yeah, I learned already. My machine learning is started tomorrow.
Okay. So do you have SQL knowledge as well?
Yeah, ma'am, I have a SQL knowledge, but a little knowledge, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. Because anyways, if you are trying for any visualization developer or else even it is Tableau developer, anything, any data analyst position, SQL knowledge is must. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am, I know.
Yeah. So learn parallelly SQL also perfectly. And of course, here also we will cover basics of SQL. Whatever concepts we need to definitely know to understand Tableau.
Ma'am, you will cover Tableau also.
Yeah, this is actually Tableau course only, Tableau class only. But along with the Tableau, some basics of SQL Server will be covered here. These
Okay,
are
okay.
all concepts, whatever I wrote here, those all concepts belongs to Tableau only. First, introduction to Tableau, Tableau features,
Yeah,
Tableau products, how many products are there? I'll just explain you in a while.
yeah,
Next, user interface of Tableau desktop. Tableau desktop is something which we will use to create Tableau
yeah,
visualizations actually. Installation of Tableau desktop. Then data types in Tableau,
yeah,
generating Tableau reports from text and Excel files.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah,
by using text files, by using Excel files, how we are going to connect that files and how we are going to create some graphs. Next, we'll
yeah,
have some concept called as measures and dimensions, continuous data and discrete data. First, we need to understand that. Then directly we will get into the our actual concepts. These are some options which we can see in the visualization Tableau desktop, and then Tableau architecture.
yeah,
Just a second. So yeah, Tableau architecture. Next, SQL Server basics, concepts with installation. I'll show you the installation process of SQL Server. Along with
yeah,
that, some basics like SQL Server, all the commands we will have in 5 sub-languages of SQL, right? DDL, DQL, all the commands we will learn. We will learn what is primary key, foreign key, and we will learn joins concept also. Those concepts are important. First, we need to at least have knowledge on those concepts to learn
yeah,
Tableau. Okay, so we will learn that. And then data warehouse. What is data warehouse actually? What is the difference between database and data warehouse? Then I'll give one real-time database here. Okay, in SQL Server, we will use one real-time database. I'll explain that and I'll show how you are going to restore that database in SQL Server. Then from here, our actual Tableau concepts will start. Tableau connections. We will have two types of Tableau connections. Tableau access, joins. Joins in SQL part we will learn. After that, actually joins we will perform in Tableau level also. So in Tableau level, how we are going to join the tables? We have three methods here. We learn each and every method. Then data blending. Data blending is nothing but suppose what is joins actually. If I'm having suppose in SQL level, obviously we will have data in tables, right? So I'm having some data in one table and another related data in second table. Now I
yeah,
wanted to create a graph by using these two tables. Now I'll perform first join, right? By
yeah, ma'am.
using joins we will just combine these two tables data, and then we will create a visualization. We'll
Okay,
create a graph on that. That is about joins. Here within the
okay,
same SQL level, within the same database, I'm having related data in two tables. If that is so, we will use joins. Then what is data blending in the sense? Suppose imagine now some data I'm having in Excel file. Okay.
okay,
Some data I'm having in SQL Server or any database. Now I wanted to create one graph by using this data and this data. At that time, we will use data blending
okay, okay.
concept.
Yeah, ma'am. This is
Okay.
good. Yeah, ma'am.
So if it is only in SQL, if I having table 1 and table 2, we will use joins
Yeah,
within the SQL level. But if I'm having some data in Excel file, some data in
yeah.
SQL, some data in text file, like that, we will call this as file formats or data sources actually technically here.
Ma'am, just a minute.
Mhm.
Ma'am, I want connect Python to SQL.
Python to SQL, you are talking about.
Yeah.
Here we don't learn Python actually. We will learn only Tableau with
No, no,
respect
only
to
for ma'am, only for no.
only for.
Can I connect a Python with the SQL?
You can connect Python along with I mean in the Python, if you if you learn Python actually, in
Yeah,
Python we have some libraries like that. We have some matplotlib as a library. Okay,
yeah.
by using that we can even create the graphs, just like how we are going to create graphs in Tableau. All
Yeah.
the visualizations, all the graphs, we will just connect it in matplot. I mean we can do that by using this library, like that we will have.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
so yeah, by
Then
using
start
data.
your
Sorry.
concept.
Yeah. So by using this data blending concept, we will
Yeah,
learn that how we are going to connect all the data sources. Okay.
yeah,
Next, filters in Tableau. We will have some filters. We'll have
yeah,
8 types of filters. Then Tableau actions, hierarchies, Tableau parameters. Like that, we are having some concepts. Next, we will get into visualizations. See,
I
these
know.
are all different types of graphs we have. First, 24 inbuilt graphs. We will
Yeah,
learn each
I
type
know.
of
This is
graph.
Python, pivot
Yeah.
graphs.
Yes, so basically all these are inbuilt graphs. Obviously, these are creating graphs are very easy here. But
Yeah.
the thing is that for what kind of data we are going to create which graph, that is the thing which we need to understand. That is important here. So in that perspective also we will learn everything clearly. Okay.
Okay.
So next will have some advanced graphs like
Ma'am,
donut chart.
you will give me certificate.
Certifications won't be provided by us. Only we will teach the subject and we will give you the notes.
Okay, okay,
Okay.
okay.
Hi, Kavita. Can you hear me?
Yes, Divya, thank you.
Okay. Uh, could you please tell me a little bit about yourself? Just we started and I gave my introduction. I'm just showing you showing the course content actually. So, are you a fresher or I mean, do you have some knowledge on SQL?
I do, but that was ages ago when I was a fresher. Now
Okay.
I
Okay.
have
You
more
are just
than
trying to. Okay.
5 years of experience. I'm in IT change management.
Okay.
But as a part of my job and also as a part of expanding my
Okay.
career, I was just trying to
Learn
get
one
better at
visualization tool.
visualization and data analytics in general, because a lot of my job involves presenting data.
Okay.
So that's why,
All right. I got it.
even in terms of failed releases or all that.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Divya.
All right. Yeah. Thanks. All right. Let's continue.
Yeah.
So these are some advanced graphs. Okay, we will learn each of them very clearly. Like some we will call it as donut chats, funnel chat, waterfall chats, like that we will have. After finishing, after understanding all the basic inbuilt graphs, we will discuss advanced graphs as well, and then tableau sets, parameters, groups. That is creating it's not in real time. Basically we will create some dynamic graphs. Okay, so normally with whatever visualizations, whatever graphs we will see here, we will just create some kind of normal graphs, but dynamic graphs to create, to add some user interactivity to the graphs, to create a graphs dynamically, we will use sets concept. Okay, and parameters concept. We will deal with everything while creating graphs, how we are going to create sets, how we are going to create parameters. If we are using all these concepts, then basically we can create some dynamic graphs, so that however our user, whenever he wanted to give some input, accordingly our graph will change, like that. Okay, so we will discuss all these things detailing. And next, tableau functions, that is we will technically will have some term called as calculated fields here in tableau. So what is calculated field? And inside calculated field we are going to use some tableau functions. We will discuss all types of tableau functions detailing. Next, drop lines, trend lines, and forecasting lines. This is nothing but, obviously, we will use tableau even to learn the trend of the data, how maybe over some period of time, like how is our sale, if it is sales data, how is our sales like from last 6 months, last 1 year. We will just try to understand the trends, pattern of the data by using this trend lines. Not only the past data, even we will forecast the future data also, like how our sales going to be for the next 6 months, like that. For that we will use one concept called as forecasting. So this thing also we will learn. Next, main important, Tableau dashboards and Tableau stories. In real time, we will work on dashboards only. Dashboard is nothing but collection of Tableau graphs. Okay. Suppose individually first, whenever we are learning, we will we will learn each and every graph. After that, how we are going to add all these graphs into a dashboard. Suppose in one dashboard, in one page, we are, we are just using, or we are just storing all the four graphs together. That is nothing but dashboards. We will have so many things here. In real time we will work with dashboards only. Okay, so we will learn that dashboards also here very clearly, along with that Tableau stories. Next, Tableau online. Okay, this is nothing but Tableau online, Tableau server, Tableau prep. These are some different products of Tableau. So all these things we will learn very detailedly. Before explaining about this, I'll explain directly what are all the Tableau products we have in a while. So at that time you can understand this three products also. Not only Tableau desktop, along with Tableau desktop, we are going to cover these three products also here. Okay.
Yeah.
Next, at the end, we will discuss one real-time dashboard by using HR analytics domain data. Okay, we will use some real-time data, maybe a sample data only, but by using that, we will start creating. We will create a dashboard from scratch, but we are going to create a very professional dashboard by using formatting techniques also. Obviously, normally creating dashboards is easy, but we need to understand all the formatting options, how we are going to format our graphs, we need to learn. So by using all those things, we will create one real-time dashboard, and at the end that would be something like a project. Okay, I mean, we will only learn how to create a dashboard, but obviously in visualization tool that is only important, right? End of the day we will work on dashboards only. So this is about our course content in short. So first let's get back to let me give some, let's try to understand about what is Tableau today to some extent. Okay, so obviously, as you know, Tableau is a visualization tool. It is a business and BI tool, right? By using which we will basically connect to data, and then we will create some interactive
Visualize the
and
data.
dynamic, and we will visualize the graphs, and we'll create some
Done
graphs,
done with data.
right? So that is about the Tableau as we know. So obviously, if suppose you can see here, this is a screenshot of an Excel file. Here
Yeah.
some, I'm having some data like employee name, employee number, and salary, and I'm having some rows here. Correct? So whenever by seeing this, if I ask you, like, tell me the salary of a person who is earning highest salary and lowest salary, like this of questions, of course we can answer, or else we can use some filters and we can answer, but it will take some time and we need to do something to answer all these questions. But instead of that, okay, to analyze the data, basically to according to our requirements, to get that data, instead of using or instead of storing data like this, if we are creating any graphs, this is a screenshot of Tableau horizontal bar graph. The same, I created this graph by using the same data, previously Excel file data only. Here, to understand the same data, it is very easy for us to analyze and understand, because this is a bar graph. Basically each bar is showing us the salary of every employee. What if we know that the longest bar is the highest salary and the smallest bar is the lowest salary, then we can easily say whatever question I asked you, right? Who employee name, who is earning highest salary, in the sense we can easily see the longest bar and we can say the employee name. Like that, analyzing the data is very easy by using any visualization tool. We're having so many visualization tools in the market. As you know, Tableau and Power BI is widely used tools, right? So yeah, this is about the importance of visualization, I can say. We will basically human brains will react faster to the graphs, right? To any kind of visuals. If we see something, if we read some story in book, and if we see the same story in the form of any, video or movie, we will remember and we will understand clearly by watching that particular visualizations or movie, right? That is what we are applying here also to understand the data. Obviously this world is all about data now, right? We are dealing with big data. To understand the data easily, to analyze the data easily, visualizations, by using visualizations we can do that in a proper manner, right? So yeah, that is about the importance of visualizations. And features of Tableau, I'll explain you in a while. First, let's try to understand about the Tableau products. Okay, so we are having basically 6 products in Tableau. Okay,
Tableau Reader, Tableau Public, Tableau Server, Tableau
yeah.
Online, Tableau Present.
First, Tableau Desktop. Okay, this is the one which we are going to use. Once we are done with demo classes, I'll show you the installation process of Tableau Desktop. Okay, so we will create all the graphs by using Tableau Desktop only. This is a place where we will create all the visualizations. Along with that, we are having this many Tableau products as well. So let's focus on one by one. Next Tableau product is Tableau Server. Okay, this is nothing but in real time, to be frank, yeah, we will work on Tableau server only. Okay, once we join in any company, we will connect to that particular client server, Tableau server, and we will create all the graphs in server level only. Here, actually, to be frank, it's like, inside a Tableau server we can open Tableau desktop only. Okay, which we will see very practically here. First we will learn all the concepts in Tableau desktop as is shown you in course content, right? At the end we will learn practically how to deal with Tableau server, Tableau online, Tableau server, Tableau prep. These 3 products also we will cover in our course. Okay, so how we are going to work on Tableau server basically in real time, how we are connecting the Tableau server inside Tableau server, how we are going to create the graphs. That is obviously you know Tableau desktop only we will use inside Tableau server, but still, once it's not only that learning all the concepts in Tableau desktop, right? Once we started working in real time, we should be familiar with this Tableau server interface also. So that is the reason I'll show you how we are going to install this and how we are going to connect and how we are going to create all the things here. Not only creating graphs, we will have so many options here. Okay, basically Tableau administrators will also use Tableau server. Okay, here we will have so many admin options, whatever everything all the about, even all the Tableau products, all the control we will have inside the Tableau server only for admins. But what are all the options we have, what are all the settings we have, we will have something called as jobs, how we are having something called as schedules, how we are going to schedule something. Everything we will learn very practically whenever we are learning Tableau server concept. Schedule in the sense, for example, um, so suppose we created one Tableau graph, okay, or Tableau dashboard. So after that, I wanted to share my Tableau dashboard to my manager or else to my client, like that. So maybe imagine that my requirement is that daily at some particular time. Okay, imagine maybe daily at 6 p.m. I wanted to share my Tableau desktop to some person, to maybe my client or my manager, like that. Imagine. So instead of every day logging into the Tableau server, and I mean obviously to do the works we'll log in, but still, instead of sharing the same dashboard every day by giving the user details, and every day instead of doing the same process, what we will do, we will create a schedule here. Okay, there at once we will enter the user details, that is maybe the person details whom we wanted to share, and we will give the time frequency, like how many, I mean, at particular what time we wanted to share, whether we wanted to share daily, or else we will basically mainly will work for Monday to Friday, that is weekdays. If suppose daily I wanted to share from Monday to Friday at 6 p.m., I'll select the date, I'll select the time, and I'll create a schedule. At that particular day, in that frequency, automatically the file will be shared to that concerned person, like that everything we can do by using inside Tableau servers only. We will see practically how we are going to create schedules also. Along with that, we will have some alerts option, like sometimes what our users, they wanted to send some kind of alerts for them. Suppose imagine if it is any sales data. Okay, they will give a target and they will ask us to create an alert. Whenever the target reached, they want us to send an alert. So at that time we will create an alert. Actually, we will have an option. What is the condition, what a user is expecting, when at what point of time user is expecting a notification, that we will use that inside an alert and we will create it accordingly whenever that condition met. Okay, whenever the condition, suppose if you wanted to see whenever his sales suppose reached some 200K, something like that. I mean, I'm just suppose one particular point or one particular value, he said whenever he got this much of profit, this much of sale value, then like that we will adjust one setting there. We will give that condition, and whenever the condition satisfies, automatically the alert will be sent to our client. Like that, we will have some alerts concept. We will have so many options in Tableau server. We will learn all the concepts very clearly and practically in this particular thing whenever we are dealing with Tableau server. Not only that, we will have something called as, what is that, something called as access permissions, I can say. Okay, exactly what I'm unable to remember at this point. So it's that, suppose we will have three types there. Okay, so that is actually, it decides, we will have something called as create site role. Okay, I got it. I remember the thing. So we have as site role concept. Okay, that's nothing but same like access privilege. Access person, we wanted to give what kind of access. Okay, for some persons we wanted to give 100% access. Something like we'll call it as admin access, or else create, or else edit. Like this, we will have some options. However, we are giving permissions accordingly. We can perform Tableau server. All this will be done by Tableau administrator, but we Tableau analyst, if we have those roles, that will be an added advantage for us. So we learn each and everything. So what I mean, what if we are giving create a permission to one person, what if we are giving some permission, what he can do, what is the limitations, what is, everything we will learn practically in this Tableau server. Okay? And that is how we use this inside Tableau server also. So you will have some hand experience on server. Whenever directly you will get some project in real time, you can easily, you can just work with it, right? This is one product. Next, we have something called as Tableau Online. Nowadays, we are calling it as Tableau Cloud. Okay, basically, what is the thing here is that this Tableau server directly for companies with this will come out Tableau server. So, people users, not just we will use only Tableau server. But if we want to connect to Tableau server, we will create our own Tableau Cloud account. Basically, we will give some Gmail IDs. I'll going to get account. So by using this, by using our Gmail ID, we will create a Tableau Cloud account. Once immediately we created Tableau Cloud account, we will get some credentials. By using this credentials, we are going to log into the Tableau server. Okay, that is what we are going to do. So you do the entire process. Just a second, guys. So nowadays we are calling this as Tableau Cloud actually. How we are going this account by using the Tableau server, we will see practically. Okay. One more important tool of Tableau is one more important of Tableau is that is it's a kind of ETL. Okay. Action transformation and loading. Okay. We have some tools and with that the Tableau, how our tool that is Tableau. Okay. How we are going to some cleaning steps. Okay. Cleaning steps is nothing. Obviously, whenever we will have some data, whenever we get some data, sometimes we will have to clean data to some extent. Obviously, in data science, we will have some different roles. As you may know, for your just 10 minutes to explain this, we will have different roles in a data science. So, something called as data, right? Machine learning engineers, data science. So, this data engineer and data analyst, if we focus on this two, what is the duties of this students? First, from clients, yes, will get a role. Okay, so they will clean the data first and they will create the databases. Okay, for clean the data, whatever they got from them, they will use so many tools, they use some ETL tools. Okay, basically, they perform cleaning and then they will clean the data and they'll get the database. The analysts will almost clean the data only, but still whatever data we if need to do a little bit of cleaning process, we need to do. Okay, something like of the cleaning process will be done by data engineers only, but if needed according to the data, that 20% we will also clean if required by some graphs. So for that process, in that process we will use Tableau prep. Inside Tableau, we will within the we are having one tool that is Tableau prep. We will have so many cleaning steps, cleaning options there. Along with that, we have some kind of functionalities that we are going to transform our data. Okay, we will have some concepts We will learn all these things practically with the Tableau Prep. Once we are done with all the concepts, there will be last but one concept of our course. We learn. I'll show you how to install Tableau and how we are going to clean the data. How we are going to use this transformations and how what are the functionalities we will have. Whatever we are getting there, we will call them as. We will create some kind of basically we will connect to the data and we will perform some cleaning steps or require according kind of transformations. If you wanted to use joints, if you wanted to use some kind of aggregate options, okay. If it is cleaning, we will have so many cleaning options there. How we are going to use, if there is any null values, there is a duplicate values, okay. So like that, we'll have so many options. If we want to split the tables, if we want to combine the tables, we'll have so many functionalities. We will learn each and everything practically in this particular classes, okay. So not only Tableau desktop, we are going to cover Tableau server and Tableau prep also very detailedly here, okay. Now Tableau public is nothing but a tool again which is freely available for us, okay. You might already know that Tableau desktop is freely available for 14 days only, right? It is a 14 days free trial only, will be there for us. Whenever we are installing Tableau desktop, we will get it for 14 days only. But for students, if we can, basically I'll suggest to all my to everyone this concept only. If you can able to get any of a student ID card, maybe from your friends or family, basically for students Tableau is free for 1 year, okay. If we can able to get any of the student ID card from our friends or family, then there is one process, there is one website where we will upload that particular student ID card. But okay, and once we upload that ID card, we will get one product key, okay. By using that product key, we will use that product key in Tableau desktop, and from that day we can able to access Tableau desktop freely for 1 year, okay. That is a concept. I'll show you that process as well, okay. And likewise, Tableau prep is sorry, Tableau public is one more tool. Here also we can even create the all the visualizations. This is freely available, okay. But the main concept, but two differences is that we will have something called as data sources here. I'll just show you in a while. Data sources is nothing but, suppose here what we will do, basically we will connect to data, right? Let's get back to this for a while. This is an Excel file, right? Obviously what we will do, uh, first we need to connect to the data, then only we will create some graphs, right? And this data can be in any format, right? It can be in the form of text file, it can be in the form of Excel file, it can be in the form of any database, it can be
Yes, I
MySQL, it can be SQL server, different files it can be, right? All these things in Tableau we will call it as a data source. Technically we will call them as data source, okay. That is simply the source where we are connecting the data. This text file is called as one data source, Excel file is called as one data source, SQL server is called as one data source, like that. Okay. So now let's get back here. What is the difference between Tableau desktop and Tableau public? In the sense, in Tableau public we can only have very limited data sources, something like we can connect